Technology has penetrated every segment of marketing and communications, and so has it for media solutions. Both brands and agencies are using multiple tools and technologies to sharp target audiences, measure their response, and engage with audiences, starting from AR, VR to programmatic to connected TVs. Technology has changed the face of media solutions and will continue to do so in the coming years. In the upcoming panel discussion, our panel of industry experts will share their point of view on next milestone, fully integrating tech to media solutions. I would like to invite Baisakhi Datta, Principal Digital Content Producer, ET Brand Equity, to moderate the discussion. Over to you, Baisakhi.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to today's panel discussion, which shall be on the topic Next Milestone, Fully Integrating Tech to Media Solutions. Technology has penetrated every segment of marketing and communications, and so has it for media solutions. Both brands and agencies are using multiple tools and technologies to sharp target audiences, measure their responses, and engage with audiences. Starting from AR, VR, programmatic to connected TVs, technology has changed the face of media solutions and will continue to do so in the coming years. To delve further into this particular arena, today we have with us four extremely well-versed industry veterans who shall guide us through the pertinent topic in the course of next 1 hour. So kindly allow me to introduce to you all our esteemed panelists who have graced the discussion today. First, we have with us Mr. Ram Mohan Sundaram, Country Head and Managing Partner, Integrated Media at DDB Mudra Group. He's a CXO level digital leader having an entrepreneur experience thrice in his career. He has held global leadership positions as CEO, MD, SVP, VP, and even director at renowned organizations. He is a turnaround artist with a special ability to scale startups to multi-million-dollar businesses. Next, we have with us Mr. Tanmay Mohanty, CEO, Publicis India. Tanmay has been associated with the group for over 5 years now. Before a successful stint at Publicis, he has held multiple leadership posts at several organizations. Moving on, next we have Sachin Vashishta, Director and Head of Digital Marketing, Paisabazaar.com. After demonstrating a very successful stint at PolicyBazaar.com, Sachin is currently looking after the digital marketing division of Paisabazaar.com after taking steady care of the company's digital transformation and marketing wing. And then we have with us Ms. Bhavna Mittal. Bhavna is an experienced industry veteran skilled in marketing management, media, market planning, FMCG, and brand management. She's currently serving as a non-executive director at Bert Labs. Previously, she has demonstrated successful stint across various organizations like GSK Group, Reckitt, RPSG Group, and many other renowned names. So a sincere welcome to this power-packed panel today. Welcome all the panelists. So without any further delay, I shall start our discussion. And my first question will be for Mr. Ram Mohan. So to start off with, what does media embody in this present day? Like when everything is digital and online, what has been the crux of this transformation according to you?
Without media, no idea can get distributed. That's been the saying for a long time, and that's true. And when you have a situation where you've got opportunities to reach out to audiences, which has never been done in the manner that one can do in today's world, through various different opportunities with whether it's on the platform side of the business or whether it's on the devices side of the business. Each of these have unique capabilities that ensure that you could reach an audience at the right time at the right place, it's actually at its peak in today's world, right? With the kind of proliferation of 4G that happened since 2016, and now in the next year or two, you'll probably have the 5Gs of the world. There's a set of businesses which naturally tend to thrive when you have infrastructures in place. And the one of those which is not yet taken off the way it needs to, while you have a very solid audience base on it, but it's not as mass as, let's say, a video content consumption is, right? Is gaming, right? The kind of opportunities that one would probably land up getting as we move forward into into more specialized technologies with the infrastructure led program that the government is doing, that category will start peaking up. Currently, we know it's the OTTs of the world because of video consumption. We know that e-commerce is taking off. So these are and these are happening not just in the phenomena is across India, right? Tier 2, tier 3 towns with voice kind of solutions which are being made available. The opportunities are in plenty. And when a data set gets added over to it, like we all know, I mean, it's not something that's not known in today's world. The largest product search does not happen anymore on Google. It happens on Amazon, right? The kind of understanding that they probably have of their consumer set is unparalleled. And you can't take away that opportunity that they have, and they've been working around it for quite some time. And now it's so robust that they actually know exactly the kind of behavioral processes that will probably be tomorrow. They'll probably start reading your mind. It might go into cognitive capabilities, which still is some distance away, but all of this is happening. So I think we are in very, I mean, I've said this several times, but every time there's a new technology that comes before us, we all get excited about it, right? Because it just gives us so much more opportunity. So I'm continuing to keep myself excited with everything that digital has to offer. If you have to look at how I would put it, in terms of what if I to answer your question. So that's how I put it.
Taking cue from your response, my next question will be for Bhavna. So, Bhavna, according to you, how have firms realigned their media strategy and distribution with this, digital evolution lately? So, what's your take on that?
See, Baisakhi, what's happening right now is that as an industry, we're seeing quite tectonic changes in the whole consumer behavior and the media landscape as well, which has especially gotten accelerated post the digital adoption increase since last year. So if I would say that, there are a few things which as an industry we are seeing. One is, of course, the changing consumer behavior. So the growth of connected TVs, there's personalization, e-commerce is growing, D2C brands are growing. There is a lot of exploration and evaluation which is happening online by the consumers before they are moving on. So that's one. The second thing which is impacting the industry is the walled gardens walls are growing even further. So there is less and less data which is being available for people outside. Third, I would say is in terms of legislation, so with Google saying that they'll be not collecting cookie data come 2022, 2023, whatever the timelines are. But, those are going to again change what's happening in the whole landscape right now. Fourth, I would say is in the whole media buying process. So short form videos are growing, as Ram was also mentioning, that everything keeps changing. So something else becomes the buzzword. So maybe a TikTok was a buzzword 2 years ago, but now you have other forms of short form media. You have digital audio coming on in a big way, especially with the JioSaavn and Spotify and Ghana. The marketplace advertising, everybody is trying to also get into marketplace advertising. So be it Flipkart or Amazon, who started earlier, to even maybe a Nykaa, which is now looking at doing the same thing. So they are themselves becoming advertising platforms as well. And then you have attention-based advertising, which is again slightly started coming in Western part of the world, but it is slowly going to gain cadence rather than just simple targeting, but also moving onto attention-based. And finally, I think consumers are far more aware of the social impact the brands are making right now than they were earlier, because again, there is far more understanding of what's happening, how are the brands giving back, carbon footprint, the whole COP26 summit which happened. So I think all these things are making a lot of change in the current world for us.
Well put together indeed. So with that, I'll move on to Sachin. So Sachin, technology has surely played a big part in the strategic realignment of media, as we are all aware of. So can you give us a highlight of the same?
Yeah, Baisakhi. So basically, as an advertiser, we always look, to drive efficiency in a media plan. That is the basis, because, the better or more optimized our media is, the dissemination of our message would be more effective, right? So, especially in last 2-3 years, technology has changed the entire landscape. Earlier, we used to buy properties, right? Okay, this is the channel I want to advertise on, because we used to know our audience, and we used to correlate that audience with the media consumption they might have, right? Now, technology has made buying the audience possible. Now, instead of buying a media, advertisers, they try to buy audience, right? This is the attributes my audience have. I want to buy that audience irrespective of what media that audience is consuming. And connected TVs, OTTs, digital, seamless journey between digital, TV, print. So this has made possible only through the evolution of a few things like basically programmatic. On the other hand, from a consumer's point of view, right? Earlier it was a spray and pray kind of an approach. We used to advertise and pray that okay, our target audience would see that advertisement and resonate with whatever messaging we are trying to convey. Now it's a personalized communication. It's a one-on-one kind of a communication. I know you as an advertiser, and I know what you have been doing on the internet, off the internet, what kind of persona you have, and then I will try to personalize my messaging, which would be more effective, right? So this has opened a lot of doors for advertisers. On the other hand, it's more personalized to you. You feel more comfortable connecting to that particular brand who is talking in your own language.
Talking about adoption of technology, that leads us to one very crucial question, that is about investments. So Tanmay, I would like to have your thoughts over here. Like, how aggressively would you say investments have shifted towards adopting these technologies?
So, basically, I think after Ram, Bhavna, and Sachin spoke about it, it's pretty clear that the three things happening. And I'll take that answer because we have to understand how touch points have changed from a media investment point of view. See, we spoke about how video changed the landscape. We spoke about how commerce changed the landscape, and the last 200 million people that joined the internet during COVID probably changed the way voice is used in technology. And voice and technology brought that change. Agree? So what has happened is that most advertisers or most marketers have been looking at paid media. Agree? Which tremendously went up because of multi-screen effect, integrated media, and a lot of those factors came. But the biggest change that we see is that there are two parts happening. And like Bhavna spoke about, that lot people with cookieless world coming in, lot marketers are investing on creating their own infrastructure on automation and martech. Agree? So that's something is not part of AdX of India. It's always have been outside AdX of India because marketers look that as digital transformation, not just for paid media, but for own media also. So whether you can do programmatic through paid media or TV, or same time, what are the touch points that I invest in when people are interacting with me? The second change is probably what we are looking at is how the data compliance and data availability in India is changing the investment from marketer point of view. So if you really look at it, there are two things that are happening simultaneously. Lot clients across, when you talk about the internet first agency clients or the CPG type of clients, CPG auto, they're all talking about collecting first party data. So a lot of investment are going in at the point of sale to collect first party data. The point of sale may be digital or offline. The second thing is happening is that how do I get data partnership and enough intelligence behind those data partnerships so that I can augment that data, so that I can use that to market at the real time. So that's the two things happening. So what you will see AdX in last 2 years almost saw a 30% jump year on year over in digital. But what we don't see is another 20-25% of investment going to martech, which is not part of AdX. Okay, so that's the type of investment that has shifted.
Thank you, Tanmay, for sharing some, crucial details here. So with that, I'll move on to Bhavna once again here. So Bhavna, which technologies have your media teams adopted the highest? And most importantly, what results have you seen with that?
So, Besaki, right now we have started with a lot of data integration and looking at data, given that in my past organization we had retail as well. So you had a lot of holistic data which was present with the organization. Having said that, as advertisers, I think while Tanmay has put it in, but it is just everybody's at a very different stage of evolution of how the data is getting integrated into their own market plans. So there is a lot of reliance still on the cookies. There is a lot of reliance on Facebook audience insights and Google insights and those platforms right now, or whatever you can collect from the marketplace, rather than building on your own data upfront. So I would say that, different brands, different advertisers are at very, very different levels of sophistication of using this data. And in my past experience, I would say that, global MNCs, given that a lot of technologies are happening globally and then they're translated to India, are easier here to adopt than than make something by yourself. So that's really what's happening in this whole space.
Moving on, Ramohan, let's talk about what would you say, like if I ask if there is any flip side to this technological reform of media, and most importantly, any particular caution points or best practices for firms to follow?
Look, a lot of companies are actually, how do you put it? They got tremendous amount of data, blessed with data, right? Now, owning data and getting insight out of it to action what is going to be right for you is the key, right? You might, I have seen this, I would, 15 years ago when we used to work on data on Excel sheets, right? And then do regression modeling and then come out with some solutions. The solutions we used to depend on data throwing that solutions out, but we never looked at that insight as to what is that one insight that is going to change the dynamics of business, right? The same continues to happen because we've been tuned that way. We are depending a lot more on technology and data, and we are not able to pinpoint one particular thing which will say that, okay, this is what is going to change my whole situation on how I'm, because what is that? Why do I need that data? I need the data so that I get some transformational capabilities that will enable my business to grow. End of the day, throughput is the only reason why all of us are in business. If you're going to say that we're going to be a cost center, nobody is interested in talking to us, right? It is the only thing that people are very clear about is that dhanda kitna badhane wala mera. So you can put all of these things together, and if you don't know what is it that you're going to take out of it, then you are in serious trouble. And that trouble I'm seeing even today. I'm not saying that I have got all the great insight. No, I don't. Because if I've been tuned in a particular way. So I look for youngsters in today's world. So my teams are all in the 20s. I talk to them a lot more to tell them, yaar, ye batai, isme tere ko kya, what is that one thing that you feel is going to change the business? And the insight that they come up with, right, is most of the times is what I go with. And most of the time I've been successful in terms of, at least in this agency, I've done that. Because, because I am in my mid 40s. I have my own set of beliefs. I have my own set of tuning, and unless I'm willing to change, now change cannot happen with me wanting to change. Change will only happen when people around you trigger you to change, right? So I am still not able to find out insights. I ask people specifically, please tell me what that insight is. And then when I'm driving back home, I think, yaar, ye to maine kabhi socha hi nahi tha. Right? So insights is the most important aspect. Data everybody can have. Jio has the best of data. So as Airtel. If these two people decide, they've already gotten into advertising, and we know people who are very smart in that business who are driving that story. Imagine what will happen 2 years down the line when Reliance comes out with a data sophistication capability which will connect all aspects of business. Every consumer who is dealing with the brand, any brand at Reliance, it is just going to sweep away anything you and I can imagine. We don't know what it's going to be because we are still not tuned to thinking on what insights they'll probably end up getting. But that's the key. Insights hona zyada zaruri hai, and not what is the technology that is enabling you to get that data. To duniya bhar ka mil jayega. What is it that you're going to do with that data? Right? Sorry, a little long, but.
So with that, I'll go back to Tanmay now. So Tanmay, since we have discussed so much about technology and the best practices, so how do you see technology evolving in the media landscape, say over the next 5 to 6 years?
Okay, so let's understand where the major investment is going. So you look at the 3 largest data companies got sold in last 1 year, and okay, you'll see the data companies who got sold are mostly in the form of either you look at collecting first party data or activating it. Number two, they are mostly into what you call retail media. They are the companies who focus on. And the third and fourth is lot on automation and AI. So if you really look at it, and I think Ram said the right thing, is that we look at data is from a data point of view. Okay, what you will see the transformation coming in, using up the first two to see that how do you drive insight at scale. So most marketers, if I really look at the developing countries or the developed countries across the group publicis, what I see is that most marketers talk about 2 or 3 large points on this investment market. The first one is that how do I build my own infrastructure where I can take my planning decisions? That means how do I know that what decisions I'm taking on media is going to affect my business? So all data that is related to consumer and the insights sits at one place for me, so that my team can take decisions. The number two, how do I activate and measure it in real time? With cookieless world coming in, and Bhavna was talking about it, the biggest thing that I think most marketers are scared of, it's not the cookieless or the cookie or the platforms, that how do I measure the investment I do somewhere, and that's going to affect my business. And the third thing is how do I use artificial intelligence, machine learning to drive insights at scale. Okay, now all of this is one side. The biggest thing that I see is that the companies who have been there or have been doing that, whether you take Adobe or take Google or take Facebook, who have been doing that, okay, because they are the platforms, they own the insight, they own the data, they are the one point contact with the consumer. They have been investing in this type of companies. Agree? So you will see that's the growth that you will see coming into the market.
Optimistic landscape that you have painted before us in a very brief manner. So with that, my final question for today is for Sachin. So Sachin, what would be your top 3 immediate action items for media and communications team to enable the shift towards a tech-enabled media strategy?
Yeah, so like Ram and Tanmay and Bhavna, they rightly mentioned. So I would take a point from Ram. He rightly mentioned that insights are more important than the data, because I have often seen it that people are sometimes so overwhelmed with the availability of the data and different attributes. They usually forget what they would want to measure and what is more important, right? Second thing is, if I talk about from a advertiser's point of view or a marketer's point of view, two most important things for me are media optimization and creative optimization. And then measurement, a measurement of what is working, what is not working. So when it comes to creative optimization, I would want to serve my creative in a personalized manner at scale. And there are few tools available to that. I hope there would be more people working in that direction. There would be more solution coming in where you can serve your creative to lakhs of people at the same time with different communication, basis their personal preferences. Second thing obviously is media optimization. A lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of tools are working towards that. From a consumer's point of view, and all of us may have experienced it sometimes or the other. Sometimes all this personalization, all this retargeting, this technology driven marketing, this is at times very spooky. It's sometimes it's uncomfortable. And what is happening because of all this technology involvement, and data involvement, the human side of marketing is sometimes takes a back seat. So I would want marketers and advertisers to keep that in mind, that at the end of the day, advertising is all about human emotions, right? To understand what people want and how you can convey the best part of your product in the right manner. So these are two things I would want to focus on.
Indeed, touched upon a very important pointer, that is the human emotion. So with that, we come to the end of today's discussion. Today, definitely got to learn a really interesting points from the discussion that we had, especially as to how technology is enabling sharper and smarter media solutions, creating delightful experience and wow moments for audiences, and most importantly, how technology is the future of media planning. So once again, thank you panelists for taking out your time, for being with us today, and most importantly, sharing some really wonderful and very practical insights with us. Stay tuned for the next session, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Equity Media Strategy Summit 2021. Stay tuned for the ET Brand Equity Media Strategy Awards.